But what I will say is the overall energy right now with the fountain, this is the Fountain Tarot. This card is different. It doesn't exist in other decks. It's specific to this deck here. But this is speaking about becoming one within yourself and also understanding what it is that you provide in this world, how this world coincides with you, what you have to offer the world, but you're really coming into yourself. And so during this time, there's going to be a lot of thoughts within, and it looks like with the Three of Swords complementing the Fountain card here, there is a lot of work that's being put in when it comes to yourself. So for some of you, you know, you're really doing some solid work to be self-aware, to analyze all the aspects of your life. And for others of you, there is a specific thing that you're narrowing in that you feel might be hindering you or hindering your growth. But needless to say, this is a lot of work that's being put in within yourself to make things better, which is what needs to happen, because the foundation and the truth of it is that there is, with the Nine of Swords being present, there is a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry. There might be some self-inflicted fears that are illusions, Aquarius. You might be having self-doubt. You might be looking at yourself from a perspective of not being good enough, not having enough. And I'm getting the sense, and I'm hearing that for some, this has to do with more so with love. For others, this is in terms of income or money, or it could be both. The Ace of Coins right alongside of the Nine of Swords is really signaling you to stay focused, okay? Trying not to focus on all of the self-doubt, the fears, the anxieties that you have, because some of us are losing sleep. You know, we're so worried. We're up at night wondering what's going to happen, what's going to be the fate of this relationship, how am I going to pay the bills? But we're really needing to stay focused here and understand that some of these fears are self-inflicted. Some of them are real situations, but you might be amplifying how severe they are. And although they might be very severe to you, there could be some solutions. There could be, things that we're thinking of that are worse than what they really are. Now, with the Hanged Man in the Chicoli deck, just to clarify the Nine of Swords, I wanted to get a little more insight of what Aquarius could be concerned about. It's that we know that we need to be looking at things from a different perspective. The perspective that we're looking at all of these things are from our internal feelings. It's almost like being the underdog. You feel like things are not going to turn around, or things tend to look like they're going to turn around, and then they turn to rock when they were looking like gold. And so we are prompted to really stay grounded and stay focused with the Eight of Coins here. With the past energy, the High Priestess is in the near or in the recent past is the inner knowing. So not so long ago, maybe some weeks, months prior to now, you have known that there needs to be a change. There needs to be strength. And with the Strength card as clarification here in the Chicotli deck, we're seeing that you really need to find strength in your intuition, because we are known to be very intuitive, and sometimes we can get into the mindset of, am I being intuitive, or am I just having some high hopes of XYZ happening. So, you know, we've had to have some strength in the recent past to know what is our intuition, and know that when we are in this mindset and things intuitively come to us, that that is what it is, that we know what we know. What needs to happen right now is, with the Three of Swords being present, there has been some heartache, there has been some loss, there has been some disappointment. And although that is the case, and that could be where a lot of this anxiety has come from, a lot of this worry, with the Three of Coins, there is a definite need to refuel that disappointment, that loss, that heartache, and capitalize off that in a way. If it doesn't have anything to do with writing a book or writing a song or doing something artistically with it, which I see for some, for others, what you need to do is build something of your own. You know, make something out of this heartache. Is there something you need to change? Is there something that you need to put together as a project? Whatever this heartbreak is, or this loss, or this disappointment is, really needs to be refueled out into a positive way. And that's what will alleviate this worry, this self-doubt. And we know that, you know, we just have to stay strong in our intuition. Now, the energy to come here in the near future is the King of Coins. This is stability. So you might become more stable in your mindset now that you have a different perspective. You may see more income coming your way. There might be a project that you've decided to put together and is now manifested because you've used that negative experience into something positive and something has come about it. But you will become more stable, and if it doesn't have anything to do about something you're working on, there is some stability that is coming your way in terms of finances, and for some of us, in terms of love. And I'm hearing self-love for majority of us, and for some of us there is, you know, love that you've been working on, or a new love, but definitely stability in terms of finances, and certainly love. Now, when we're talking about the outside influence here, there is some action that is taking place. All right. There are bold solutions that are coming your way. There is either someone or something that is charging forth to conquer whatever it is that you are working on. If this is a project, if this is love, if this is in the matter of healing, there is something from the outside that comes boldly across to you. And in any form, you know, this could be a person or this could be something that you have stumbled upon, but there is some intellectual, bold solutions, something very analytic that causes a rapid change. Now, that is definitely some good news, and there is some determination that will spin off from that. It will be something that you won't be able to shake. It's almost as if the universe is on your side, because there is going to be some bravery that comes up against, you know, these fears that we've had here. So there's action and there is determination that you will start to feel. And it could be a person, it could just be a feeling. There could be some things that come your way that allow you to feel like you can move in motion, you can take action, and will also have you so determined, because what I'm hearing and feeling is that it'll be so real, it'll be so prominent. It will be a solution that's right there in your face that might have been there before, Maybe you didn't see it. Maybe it's something new, but it will be so prominent right in front of you that you will have to take action without being so analytical. You won't have, it'll be so real that you won't have to have the notion to sit and analyze. You won't have to have your defenses up. It will be so real, Aquarius, that it will drive you forward into whatever this is. Now, this could be love. This could be a person. This could be a project or a new opportunity, but definitely some energy from the outside that is going to drive a new mental perspective and actually put some things in full force action. Your influence in this situation. Okay, so your outside influence is fast, it's in your face, it's determination. But within you, of course, because we are very analytical, we will have some patient dedication. Our mind won't be working as quickly as it usually does. So I know for me, if I'm putting a project together, doing something new, I feel like I need to see something manifest before I either get bored or before I get frustrated and just drop the whole thing. But this time, because this is so real and because things come so quickly, we are able to be patient in our dedication, in our planning, and be very committed to what is coming our way, because we can see something that other people can't see. It's almost like I can see what this is. I feel like if I put the work in, I can be patient because I already see the fruits of the labor before even putting in the work. That makes me feel so determined. And with that, because I already see what this can provide me, I am willing to put in the work. And it's not like I have to put in the work first in order to see what's going to happen. Now, with the Four of Coins right alongside of that, there is some forgotten joy here. For some of you, because you've been so focused on the lack and focused on, becoming stable, there are some things that have gotten frozen in time, so to speak. It could be your heart, Aquarius. It could be other ideas that you have put on the back burner. But these things will start to manifest again, because these things are attributes to what is now going on here, or what will go on in the near future. So it's okay to open up those things again, because they are really going to help you fuel the fire that you already have, and it'll also help you push forward to the next level. Now, this can also speak about having fear or paranoia when it comes to a loss of a connection with someone or a missed opportunity. So although you are putting a lot of work in here, you are putting in the work to not have this forgotten joy to dwindle, and not to focus on the fear and the paranoia. Like, you're working so hard to snuff down the things that did break your heart here with the Three of Swords, or cause some disappointment. And you're really trying to keep your eye on the prize, and you're really trying to either embrace the forgotten joy, but remember the joy in a positive way, not looking at it from a loss and being disappointed from the missed opportunity. That thing that made you feel disappointed and lost, you might be able to embrace the joy now and move on. But you're also working hard not to get into that old mind space of this Knight of Swords energy, this anxiety, and, just really having a lot of worry. You're working so hard to stay determined, and that's what I see. You're just working towards the things that you feel are going to serve you and are serving you. What your hope is, Aquarius, is that you make the right choices. This right here, the Two of Wands, has shown up 3 times in a row with the readings that I've done in the last couple of days. Everyone is wanting to make the right choice. So what you're hoping is that you will make the right choice between pure happiness and joy with the Four of Wands. You'll make the choice for that, and you will no longer take on the Knight of Coins in reverse energy, which is, being stagnant or just taking less. Like, you don't want mediocrity showing up. You don't want to settle, is what I'm hearing. You want to be happy. You want to be free. And you're hoping that you will choose to do that here in the near future. I feel like you've done that for so long that now you really know, with the High Priestess here, that can no longer be the case, because those situations have caused the sleepless nights, the anxiety, and eventually led into heartbreak and disappointment. So if this is something that you were working on before, in terms of a project or a partnership with someone, there was some disappointment, there was some loss. Now you want to choose happiness and not choose to settle, because sometimes we get into the people pleasing because we're humanitarian. So we do for other people. And every time we do for other people, we're depleting from ourselves because we don't know when to stop. The only time we know when to stop is if someone royally ticks us off, or if we've gone so hard and we need to, lay it down, we need to restore. But then when we get back up again, we get back into that motion of give. So we're really hoping here that we make the choice to choose happiness for ourselves and not to settle. What the fear is, Aquarius, here that I see is that you fear that you'll lose hope, and you're showing up in your own reading here with the star. This is you, Aquarius. You're hoping that you can keep the faith. You can keep up the hope. You don't want to lose that, because you know that once you lose that, everything else falls by the wayside. So you're in complete fear of losing this. I feel it so strongly. And with the Judgment card right next to that, you are fearing that in reconciliation, for some of you, that you will have hopes of reconciling with someone, and you're going to get the same ish of it not being a full success, it only being one-sided. So in terms of love, there is some fear that if you give it a go and you reconcile, because I do feel like you have some hopes of reconciling, but you do fear that it's going to be the same old, not getting what you're putting out, and you are fearing that.